This is a really big one. Using software and data to find rent-to-rent opportunities. Who would have thought it? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to not only find them, but also stack strategies against them as well and keep a pipeline of rent-to-rent leads. So to do this, you use Ultimate Property Dashboard. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I'm quite a fan of this. Reason being is I created it. And the great thing about this software is it's not just a one-trick pony. It can do lots of things. A lot of people aren't aware of what it can do. The main one that I think is of real interest is doing rent-to-rent deals. So probably what I would do first is just find myself an area which has got pretty good rental yield. So maybe I'll pick a location. Where should we go today? Let's do the Northwest. And let's look for 2 and 3 bedroom properties in areas where the yield is over 6% and the demand is over 20%. I don't want to be in a low demand area. I don't want to go to an area where I don't make much money. And actually, let's put another one in. Let's get the average household income over 30k, so we're not in real sort of low income areas. Again, you can change those to suit your own preferences. But as you can see there's 76 different postcodes that we could go to in that area. Let's just randomly pick one. Let's do BD14, 129,000, 780 a month on the rent, 7.3% yield. Happy with that? I will just check that area very quickly. Area research, yeah, look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good demand. Actually, good rents on the 2 beds. Look at that. And the property market's just come off a dip. So, loads of demand at the moment this month. That's because the agents have been reducing their prices last year. So, great. So, we want to get into that area. So, 2 bedrooms, BD14. That's what I'm going to do. Let's go to property research. Now, if you're interested in rent to rent, you will probably already know that the thing that you want to look for is stuff that isn't selling. Stuff that doesn't sell, isn't selling, is going to struggle to sell. Okay, so we go for BD14 and let's just put a little bit of a radius around. Let's put 3 miles around it and we'll search all the main portals. Again, this is a search engine for portals. This doesn't replace the portals. This will always direct you to wherever it's advertised, but it saves you going on each portal each time. It'll just find wherever the property is listed and do it for you. But the other advantage of this, a bit like Google, is it's a search engine. And that search engine is clever because what this search engine can do is find you properties that need a refurbishment, that are repossessed, that are have potential event, that are being sold cash only because there's an issue, properties where the agent said it needs to sell quickly. These are all typically what we expect and what we look for when we try and get rent-to-rent deals or purchase lease options with property owners. So there we've got back on the market there. We've got price reduced. We might even go for tenanted properties as well. Your choice, right? There's plenty of options there. And again, a moment ago, we saw that the big thing that we're after is houses. So we'll select all house types. Now you might not want to get certain types of properties. Maybe you don't want the terraced houses, but I'll leave that in. And we said it's 2 bed is where all the magic is happening. Right? So we'll select 2 bedroom properties and we will run that search. And as you can see, the software has gone away and it's found all of these properties on all of these sites. Rightmove on the market. I'm sure there's Zoopla there as well. So they're all there. And again, if you click on any of those, it'll take you straight to the advert. I can't do that because I'm pretty sure they'll have something to say about me using their data in this video if we were to do that. But again, you can see these are all houses that have been listed. This one was on the market in the last few hours. This one came on yesterday. This one came on 7 days ago, 8 days ago, so on and so forth. You can view those on a map, see where they all are. You can stick them in a table as well. Now, what gets really exciting now is not only can we find these properties, but we can also, if we choose to do so, save that search. So I'll save that filter and I'll call it my rent-to-rent test. I'll call it rent-to-rent test 10. I'll just call it 2 bed, shall I? Make it easier for us to remember. 2 bed. You can give it whatever name you like and save it. So every time a property that matches that search criteria is listed, I will get a notification on email. Doesn't matter where it's listed. If it comes on the market, the software will find it and it'll let us know straight away. And as you can see on all of these listings, the technology is able to work out if it's a plan and gain opportunity, if it's been reduced, if it's in an auction, it'll give you that indication. Also, what this software can do is give you the ability to stack a deal on it. So you can see there we've got this little icon coming up in the top right hand corner. It looks like a house with a plus or an arrow with a plus on it. So we can click on that and add it to our deal stacker. So we just take the information in terms of pricing and details of the property. Again, we can pick any old address. It doesn't really matter for this demo. And we can save the fact that we're interested in that property. And you can see there it's collected all that detail where it is. But what we can now actually do is stack a deal on it. So let's assume we were going to just do a straight and simple rent to rent. We can do HMO rent to rent, and we can do serviced accommodation rent to rent as well. Well, let's just assume we wanted to do a simple rent to rent. So we could call this our rent to rent. We could also do purchase lease option as well if we wanted to, or standard buy refurb refinance. Put in what we would like to offer the landlord. Put in what we expect to get if we do some work to it. Actually, we put in a bit more. Actually, let's put 850 in. Let's assume it needs work, and then you can see there we can put in our costs, what we're going to spend on it, any other fees that we've got. So let's just say we've got to spend £5,000 doing it up, and we can put in all of the costs of running it, and then we can save that as a rent to rent. I'm just going to keep it very simple for now and just put the 5,000 in. And you can see now I've got a lovely report that shows me all of my costs and all of these is on the return on capital employed, or the ROI that I'm likely to get on that during the course of time. So that's got a 45% ROI, which means it's going to take me about 2 years to start earning a profit on that one. Not the best in the world, but I've just rushed to do it. And again, like all the things in this software, you can download it and send it on. Not only that, but you'll also see that in here I've got options to get market insights into the market in that area, which we just saw. I can make some notes, add my own notes. I can create tasks, which will then go in a diary, add my own photos, add to the property details, and I can even do an inspection form so I can keep a record of everything that I've done or plan to do on that property, which is really cool to do. Now, I would recommend that everybody does that for every property that they find, and then build up a list of properties for you to view in your deal stacker. So it's one page. So you can see now I've now got a property in my rent to rent report here. I've got one, and you can see there's lots of properties that I'm keeping records of, just in case they come back to the market or I choose to go back and negotiate again, or just to remind me of what's been happening. I can also record my offers, keep a record of my offers as I go along. And you can see here's one I did earlier for an HMO. You can see it's in, I don't know where that is, Merseyside somewhere. It was a test one, so don't go rushing to do it. WA129GY, I need 22,000 to do the deal, and it's a 47% return on my investment. So, that's great, and I can click on the report and I can see the full breakdown, and you can see I did a bit more detail on this one. I broke it out by properties, by rooms, and I put in some refurbishment and some dressing and furniture and photos in there as well, just to add a little bit of extra spice to the calculation. And as you can see, it's nice and easy, and I could have done that 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and I can record the offers. So I've offered 10.50 to the landlord of that property. So incredibly easy to do. And again, you've got a whole track record, or you can see all of the deals or all the offers that you've put in on the property. There's two there. You can see £900 was the initial offer, and then today £10.50, and you can see they're both pending. Maybe I could change that to decline and keep a record of everything that I've done on these properties. So yeah, so really good fun, really easy to use. It's an absolute must if you're doing rent to rent. Don't try and do it all in Excel. It's just not worth doing. I would always recommend that you get the information that's most up to date, most accurate, and use that. And try and save yourself an absolute load of time and hassle by setting it all up on this software. It's dead simple to do. If you want to give it a whirl, it's upd.ai. It'll be in the description and the comments below this video. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to see more videos like this using data and using software, and I'll see you in a future video.